So you got this little beef where Asmongold tells the more, let's just say, edgelord crowd on Twitch that maybe, just maybe, they may be on the wrong side of history in this whole Israel-Palestinian Gaza situation. You've got Hassan Piker being, well, Hassan Piker. You've got Frogan saying that those who serve in our military should get PTSD. And you've got people complaining about their money suddenly going down. Let me explain to you guys why it is that the Twitch Adpocalypse should surprise absolutely nobody.
It's literally like talking to fucking Anne Frank, basically.
Wow. That's another one, huh? You remember Anne Frank when she had on fatigues and an AK on her back?
Yeah, that's why she was hiding in the attic, so she had a good vantage point, right?
Yeah, like the same thing. Like pretty much exactly the same thing, right? Like this guy was just minding his own business.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have...
Some of the Adpocalypse stuff is my fault, and you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome. That's what happened. Too bad. And it's Twitch's fault, period. Yeah, it would have never escalated like this if people had held each other accountable and not tried to come up with excuses for bad behavior. But what's happened instead is...
But there's no... What's crazy is there's nobody on the entire platform to call him out. Nobody. They've all been banned. They've all been banned. Nobody. There is not a single dissenting voice with his fucking straight up radical, anti-American, anti-Semitic, fucking pro-China, pro-Russia, pro-terrorism takes. This is fringe, psychotic shit that is not normal. And it is the only acceptable voice on Twitch. Explain that to me. How is there not one dissenting voice on that entire platform? And this has really contributed to a lot of extremism being normalized, is because young people...
And to this day, they still beg for it. And I am happy to watch them crumble and wither into a dried husk of their former selves.
Well, the gamers all over Twitch are like, no, they want all political content off of Twitch. Gamers are begging Twitch, get rid of political content. We don't want it. We want ad-friendly content. That's us gaming, right? That's ad-friendly content. We don't want this. But Twitch...
Now, something I left out in my opening was apparently the person who seems to be stoking the flames the most, the person who seems to be stirring the crap the most is really Ethan Klein, which is really quite funny when you go and look at Ethan Klein's background and his past with Keemstar and Adpocalypses and sicking people or sicking, let's just say... causing some people's sponsors to, let's just say, walk away or not want to get involved. Yes, it may sound like I'm defending Keemstar, but I'm not defending Keemstar. Nobody is. I'm just simply saying that Ethan Klein knows a little bit about apocalypses. And I think it's kind of funny that Ethan Klein has kind of found himself right back in this. Now, guys, this video right here is not really about Ethan Klein. I just figured I would mention Ethan Klein, go ahead and get it out of the way. But, of course, he will come up a little bit later on in this video because it is kind of ironic that it seems to me like this right here is probably a continuation of the Ethan Hassan beef from their time doing the show The Leftovers, where eventually Hassan Piker would, of course, take the very, very pro-Palestinian side, and Ethan Klein, of course, got duped by all the nonsense. And, of course, we got to go back to a video that I did where I expressed some form of sympathy for Ethan, when in reality I'm not sympathetic to Ethan at all. But still, this video right here is designed to show you why it is that this Twitch Adpocalypse should surprise absolutely nobody. Now, before we get started, same thing as normal, same thing like always, please cut the notifications on, please hit the like button, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. I'm going to try to crank out as much content as I can today, which is a Sunday. This weekend, once again, did not go the way I thought it was going to go. It always doesn't happen that way. And there's going to be a little bit more content, kind of a bit of a blitz over the next few days before we get to Thanksgiving, and also the video that I have planned on Wednesday where I fully explain to you how things are going to go in the coming year as far as the content is concerned, the actual plan, how I'm going to do it. That right there will be out on Wednesday, so make sure you guys stick around for all the content. Now, with that right there out of the way, let us go ahead and get to the Twitch Adpocalypse. Now, you guys obviously saw some of the stuff in the montage. Well, one of the comments that's got people the most upset is obviously the one involving Frogan.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. Distress, thank you so much. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD.
Just a fat, disgusting pig. I mean, but then again, though, when you actually go through Twitch and you look at the commentary crews they have over there, the gamers and whatnot, especially the ones who practice politics, they all have something in common. I'm pretty sure you guys can see it. I'm talking about her being fat. I'm talking about her being overweight. I'm talking about the eating, not the ethnic part. And of course, there's also the other stuff that you guys saw in the montage. You know, just the entire Free Palestine crowd, the anti-Israel crowd, all that type of stuff there. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and talk about the politics of this entire situation, but the point is this right here. After a while, you'll only be able to get away with but so much. And obviously, I included a little bit from the Beanie Man there because when politicians start to actually look into certain companies and they start to see certain things that might raise an eyebrow as far as what's being said is concerned, then you're going to have problems. You've even got this one guy who is complaining about his ad revenue dropping all the way down to $200 a day. Let me play this.
My Twitch dashboard for the first time yesterday. My advertising revenue is down 95%. Let me show you. I'm going to show you because I don't give a shit. I'm fucking transparent. Let me show you guys something. Okay? I average about $100 to $200 a day in ad revenue, right? 5 days a week. You're talking about $600-700 a week. You're talking about $2,800 a month. You know, $3,000 a month. I make about $8,000 a month on average, and sometimes $9,000, right? So it's about 40% of my, sometimes 50% of my.
$8,000 a month, dude. Seriously, $8,000 a month, and you're complaining. This right here is a big problem with today's society. People who've never actually been forced to work or do any form of struggle at all. I mean, it's embarrassing. Dude, if I got $200 a day, if I was contracted to get $200 a day, even if that was a massive decrease from my normal rate of pay per day, I think I'd still be happy. If you guys gave me $200 a day after taxes, 7 days a week for, say, 4 or 5 years to do what it is that he's doing, you would never see my fat ass again. I'm just simply saying that the complaint here seems a little bit, let's just say, overblown, but still at the same time, I understand where the guy's coming from. People are obviously pissed off. And who are they obviously pissed off with? Well, they're primarily pissed off with Hassan, as this guy right here will demonstrate.
And things like, oh, Adpocalypse, who the fuck cares? But, like, it's been proven that everybody's ads are gone.
Yeah.
70%, 60% are gone,
That's
right?
a lot.
It's crazy. And these people at the fucking top are just like, I don't care. But it's like, dude, yeah, we
like
get
it doesn't affect
yeah,
them,
but like the fucking thing is that the whole thing about Hassan's political channel is about being progressive and being left and for the fucking middle class and for the people, right? And we're all working and we're for the fucking people. But when this shit happens, he goes, I don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. I'm just gonna keep doing the same shit every fucking day and keep talking about politics. I don't give a fuck. And I already got offered $1 million contract from like a potential company. It doesn't matter. It just blows my mind. It's like, dude, you guys are the phoniest motherfucking fake ass bitches ever.
Now, I can already hear the Hassan Piker babies screaming and hollering. You're just making this video to pick on Hassan Piker. No, that is not what I'm doing. As a matter of fact, I pick on Hassan Piker and disagree with absolutely nothing Hassan Piker says, but I always throw out there that in reality, if you really just listen to Hassan and you actually look at him, you would just walk away busting out laughing. Any person who's actually serious would realize that Hassan Piker is not a serious person. People would obviously realize that the socialism, communism grift that he has is really a fake one given his overall net worth and how much he gets paid by Twitch at this moment in time. Yeah, it's kind of a great big giant joke. Now, I could sit here and talk about how this entire thing started. I could talk about all the other hypocrisies. Like, for example, Twitch had this nudity issue at one point in time. But I don't think that that serves the overall purpose of this conversation. So let me go ahead and get to that. So you guys obviously see the stuff here in the B-roll footage. And, of course, there's also another bit that I'm going to play for you guys that was from Ethan Klein, which, of course, was Ethan Klein reacting to one of Hassan's many streams. I mean, at one point in time, Hassan had this guy who was supposedly a Houthi on, and Hassan has even defended the Hezbollah faction.
Nation that is also a part of the Lebanese parliament.
Do we like them or no?
I think as a resistance group, they're pretty successful against Israel. But everybody hates them. Like, everybody in the region, a lot of people don't like them. Like,
I like what you like.
I don't have an issue with them. Let's just say.
I can't believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen. You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fucking fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately fucking resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million.
You guys obviously saw that, just to give you guys an idea of the type of stuff that goes on with Twitch, the stuff that people are complaining about, because it is, for the most part, as I pulled from this segment from the Timcast IRL section with Andrew Wilson, he's actually got it correct. The gamers want the political stuff gone. As a matter of fact, it's one of the biggest reasons why it is that I'm making the decision that I'm making going into next year as far as this channel and my content is concerned. But don't worry, I'll further explain that on Wednesday. The point is this right here. These people obviously want this crap gone. And also, to go on top of that, when you've got someone like, say, Ethan Klein, who is obviously more on the pro-Israel side of the situation, even though he's not really pro-Israel, he's got an ethnic reason for it, obviously. And of course, his wife, Hila, is former Israeli Defense Forces, pointing stuff like this out. Somebody bigger on YouTube, somebody who's got a much, much bigger platform, or has got a platform about the same size as what Hassan's got. After a while, you will begin to take notice. But let us look at some of it.
We've now digested 1 minute and 10 seconds of unmitigated terrorist propaganda. Here they are holding up the signs, as I pointed out. It says death to Israel, curse upon the Jews, death to America. Right there on display.
A 3-minute video of... What do you mean a music video? When you said music video, I'm expecting like... Bad example, Chris Brown dancing, you know.
No. They do do musicals. They're very musical people.
Are you being serious?
I don't think I have to respond to every single stupid thing that was said there, but it just goes further to the, it just lends more credence to what I've always said about Hassan. He's freaking clown shoes. One of the biggest reasons why it is that you may see politicians actually get involved like they're looking like they're about to start to have hearings and stuff is because of what exactly is getting out there to our youth. If this is the case, and of course they're going to use anti-Semitism and the anti-Israel argument or the anti-Israel types, then yeah, there's going to be a lot of people going down, a lot of people getting investigated. And it's not just people on the left. It'll include some people on the right too. But Hassan Piker being the largest political streamer on Twitch, this way represents a special problem for them going forward. But I'll probably talk more about that in the next video because trust me, in the follow-up video about the censorship stuff, yeah, this is going to come back up because it will play a factor going forward. Okay, real quick, I want to go ahead and say this because I don't want to go too far into responding to all the nuttiness that you guys just saw. But there's another content creator here on the platform who has made a lot of very good content on Hassan Piker. His name, of course, is Willie Mack. But I would also, at the same time, be discounting people like, say, Grifter, let's say Big Junie, a lot of other content creators who cover Hassan and BreadTubers and the far left socialist grifters a lot more, much, much closer than me. And don't worry, there's going to be a follow-up to this video here where we're going to be talking about Destiny because there was one guy who actually... at one point in time demanded that Destiny, because they felt that Destiny was the real reason why this was going on, that demanded that there be a bounty put out on Destiny. So there was even also this bit where Hassan Piker was going to sue some people for defamation. Like I said, there are other content creators who have covered that. So if you feel like I'm missing something, trust me, I'm not. I'm here to talk about primarily why it is you should not be surprised that Twitch is having their own little adpocalypse. But let's get back to it.
Dog, what do you look? You think I made this?
This isn't music. I know they're singing, but I'm seeing just guns and shooting video, Hassan.
No, it is. They do musicals about like their fucking like their actions all the time.
Yeah, that's called terrorist propaganda. They do it to package it in a nice way to appeal to a broader audience. And Hassan is doing exactly their bidding, more than they could have ever dreamed of, by broadcasting this directly into the main line of Twitch.
And they love walking over. They love walking over like the American flag and the Israeli flag.
I never agree with Ethan Klein on anything, but I do agree with him here. Hassan is practically a useful idiot for the Hamas types, the Hezbollah types, the Houthi types, in a lot of ways, he's kind of a useful idiot for the ISIS types. But I think that these people laugh at Hassan more than you might would think because, look, I'll put it this way here. Anytime bread tubers love to talk about communists, real communists actually listen to what these people say and they bust out laughing because they realize it's not exactly a part of doctrine. True communists back in the days of the Soviet Union would not be caught dead at gay pride rallies. They would not be caught dead pushing certain lifestyles. They would actually not be caught dead going inside drag shows. I'm just simply saying they're not really the same. What we're dealing with here in the United States is more to do with mental illness than anything else. But then again, at the same time, though, as I've always said, liberalism is in fact a mental illness. But let us continue.
American flag and the Israeli flag side by side. They will always like march on it. I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.
We stormed Al Dude, military, Saudi military style. Again, they're just talking about their military exploits at this point.
They do not care about the heavy missiles. Like they will literally take the war to them no matter what.
Yeah, no, they're awesome. And once again, sharing very supportive, flowery, supportive language about the Houthis, who, as I've shown, is a disgusting, vicious terrorist organization.
This right here is the type of stuff that's got Democrat Party representatives, not Republican Party representatives, Democrat Party representatives beginning to look into this, as this article that was shared by Dizexo, which, by the way, will be in the description box, discussed. So how did we really and truly get to this, and what else is it? Why is it that you should not be surprised? Well, Twitch is obviously heavily to the left, and a current political party has to find a way to get rid of the lunatics in their party. But there's also one more thing that I did not mention that I obviously was going to get to, and I'll get to it now because it's the obvious. Twitch falls under Amazon. Amazon is ran by who? Owned by who? Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos, of course, I think is the second richest man in the world at this moment in time. As of the time of recording this video, it changes constantly. It's like him and Elon are constantly switching spots. No, Mark Cuban is not one of the top wealthiest men in the world. Just want to go ahead and get that. Neither is Trump either. But still, the point is this right here. Bezos is not going to want this as a part of his brand going forward. You're going to see this in my MSDNC video, which I'm doing a bit of a follow-up to because it's some very interesting information that's came out since last week, or since the 2-week video I made 2 weeks ago saying that the company was dead. So we'll get to that a little bit later on in the week, probably tomorrow to go along the thread. Like I said, it's going to be a content blitz over the next few days. But the thing is this right here. When you're talking about Amazon, you're talking about Jeff Bezos, you're talking about a guy who also owns the Washington Post. Did the Washington Post endorse a presidential candidate this year? No, they did not. They actually chose to stay out of it. A lot of people resigned. They were pissed off that the company would not, or the newspaper would not, endorse Kamala Harris. She lost the election. Many of these people are saying that she did not run a woke campaign, yet her surrogates were all woke as hell. They ran the racial crap like, as Robert Shapiro, O.J. Simpson's former attorney, said, they dealt the race card from the bottom deck, and they dealt it every chance they got. The fact of the matter is people don't want nothing to do with this wokeness crap. Just look at Jaguar stock after their recent ad that came out. People don't want nothing to do with this. And I think that Twitch is looking at everybody, except maybe Hassan, but trust me, Hassan will be mentioned at some point in time. Don't be surprised if he's not called to testify before Congress about the things that he said. Yes, I know that there is free speech, of course, and I'm very, very much a proponent of free speech. However, I am also a proponent of societal correctness. And no, that does not mean canceling. That means checking somebody and giving them the actual truth and telling them why it is that they're wrong. Canceling, when you go as far as to ruin a person's career, that right there is completely something different. But the fact of the matter is, we all know Twitch, of course, is a private company, a lot like Amazon, but still at the same time, though, people are going to be wondering where these god-awful ideas came from, why these protests start, why these riots start, especially given the fact that now Republicans do, by the way, still control Congress. Very, very slim majority, but they still control it. They're going to be the ones who are going to be in charge of all the investigations as well as senators. However, there is another motive, another reason why it is that, this adpocalypse is happening. So let's go to the beanie guy.
Political content on the platform. Hassan Abi has faced criticism for his coverage of Middle Eastern conflicts with allegations of promoting anti-Semitic rhetoric.
Yep.
U.S. Congressman Richie Torres even cited Hassan Piker in a congressional letter accusing Twitch of amplifying extremist voices. Asmongold defended his stance, stating, "You can say it's unfair, that's fine, but you can't say that it's not happening or that it's not the reason." He also criticized Twitch for its inconsistent moderation policies.
Yeah.
They go on to mention that Twitch has not officially commented on the controversy, but recently updated its hateful conduct policy regarding the term Zionist.
Because the ADL told him to.
Is that, well, look, hey, man.
Yeah, not kidding. The ADL and put in a policy. They said, nope, you got to do this. They capitulated to the ADL immediately.
This is liberals and leftists welcomes to Leopard ate my face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leopards ate my face. This is, they advocated and begged. And to this day, they still beg for it. And I am happy to watch them crumble and wither into a dried husk of their former selves.
It couldn't have said it better. By the way, this part will be coming up in the follow-up video, which will be talking about the little beef between him and Destiny and the demands of censorship. But let's continue.
Gamers all over Twitch are like, no, get all. They want all political content off of Twitch. Gamers are begging Twitch, get rid of political content. We don't want it. We want ad-friendly content. That's us gaming, right? That's ad-friendly content. We don't want that. Hassan, Asma, they're cash cows.
Destiny has a viral video right now where he says that all of the people on the right should be banned.
Including you.
Including me.
Yeah.
He says people like, you know,
By name?
By name.
Yeah, by name.
I don't know who else he mentions. I don't remember, but he says Tim Pool, these people, they're only awful and their platform should be totally banned. And I'm like,
he said Tucker Carlson.
Right.
He said Tim Pool. He said there was multiple personalities.
I'm in complete agreement right now with him, and I'm glad he brought it up because we hold the power of the institutions. We won the popular vote. The advertisers are siding with X, and he's going to get himself banned for screaming this. And bye-bye, Destiny.
Exactly. The gamers want the political nonsense off the platform. They want it gotten rid of. Twitch is a site designated for video games and gamers. Yes, Twitch has had this nudity issue that many other people have commented on, the degeneracy, all that type of crap there. But once you start delving into the world of speech, actual literal speech, and saying such crazy, nonsensical things and taking a certain side of the aisle politically that's not what you would call viewed as the right side of history, yes, even companies where liberals are in charge are going to take notice and say that you are hurting our brand. You're hurting our bottom line. And that right there is the reason why the Twitch Adpocalypse is happening. Here's the real reason why you shouldn't be surprised. The left in this country has gotten away with saying anything and everything. Whether it be Hassan Piker saying that Dan Crenshaw got effed in the eye by a brave soldier, or America deserved 9/11, whether it be any of that or all the other nonsense that's said, you shouldn't be surprised that a certain section, a certain political side of the aisle is getting its comeuppance. I mean, these people don't have control of the popular vote anymore. Donald Trump actually won it. As of what we're talking right now, 99.8% of the vote is in. And it looks like Trump has won the election by 2.5 million votes. By the way, it could always get a lot worse, as you guys will see in the very next video that I have planned, coming back to this topic of censorship. And that right there is why you should not be surprised. At some point in time, you were eventually going to get knocked off your pedestal. Just saying. You guys see what you think in the comments section. Make sure you guys please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sign off in the comments. I have no idea what time I'm going to be releasing this video, but I might do something different this week. I might go 12, 4, and 8 or 12, 4, and 7. There's going to be a lot more content getting released than I expected. It's a really, really short week. And also to go on top of that, we know Thanksgiving is on Thursday, and a lot of people end up getting Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and the weekend itself off. I'm probably going to be busy as well, too, but don't be surprised at the videos that I released on Friday and Saturday. Don't be surprised that they were videos that were made on Wednesday. Just simply saying, just kind of picking up on topics, tell you what else is going to happen going forward. But, of course, outside of that there, make sure you guys enjoy Thanksgiving. With that right there being said, please hit the like button, subscribe, share the video, sign off in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.